A warm welcome to you. This is a fresh edition of Your Image. I am Dari Folarin. Today on Your Image, we are looking at image management in tertiary institutions. And I'm happy to have a professional colleague with us, the Acting Director of Public Relations, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Olasukomi Olajide. Sukomi, you're welcome to the program.
Yes,
welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay, so how has it been managing the image of Funab? What are the peculiar challenges? How have you been coping? Is it a pressure cooker?
Thank you very much, my very learned senior colleague and a veteran in our profession. I appreciate you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to showcase our university and to showcase our profession. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
First and foremost, before we go into that, I think I should let our viewers know that what public relations really is.
Right.
Public relations, to the general definition, is a planned and sustained efforts to establish a mutual understanding between an organization and its various publics. It is also a strategic process at increasing public perception, public opinion, and influencing it.
Right.
So once it comes back, once it boils down to image management in tertiary institutions, that is a different ballgame.
Right.
In my own university, we employ what we call a blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg, as is known, is a German 1945 World War II war strategy. I have to use it as my own strategy while working there. So the blitzkrieg in World War II is using the air, land, and sea to as an onslaught against German enemies then. So in this aspect, in public relations and in our home university, that blitzkrieg is employing the social media,
right,
the traditional media, which is a newsprint, and the broadcast to the radio and the TV, simultaneously to project the university's image. And it's been working very fine, and you have to be consistent. And we have been consistent about it. We have been churning out messages, information that is positively projecting that university. Number one, it is about our academic exploits, our research output,
right,
and our community engagement, and services.
Right.
So, as it is, if you now come to let's say we want to tell all of our other stakeholders,
right,
internal and external,
right,
the publics and let's say our students, the staff, and business owners, contractors. Those are our internal publics, and our external publics, which are the security agents and the community leaders and the host communities, the kings and the rest.
Right.
So we have to consistently turn out messages, turn our relationship, build relationships with them, so that at the end of the day, we will continually project that university and bring it to the table, to the lips of every people in the country.
How has it been easy coping with students? We know students and their restlessness.
Our profession is dynamic, as you know. And right now we're dealing with Gen Zs, people that in quotes we call it trigger happy, but we call it keyboard happy in our parlance. Keyboard happy, people that can quickly see something and they will quickly send them.
Right.
It will quickly go viral. So in that instance, I usually advise some of them that when you want to churn out information or messages on the social media, you should put yourself on the other side.
Right.
How am I going to perceive this message? How am I going to look at it? How am I going to accept this message? What is this message going to, what action is it going to take for me to do? So you should be able to realize that once you're putting yourself on the other side of the audience, or the people that are going to receive the message. So that's why, and to really contain that, you have to be tech savvy as a public relations professional handling such situations. So immediately you have to put your ears, your eyes on all the social media platforms, so that once you find out that there's a message that is going against the image of your own institution, which is your own university, you should be able to quickly turn out another message.
Are you using technology? There's a listening tool. Once any news comes up like that, it will flag it to you. Yeah, are you using technology?
Yes, we have. There is one thing that we learned during our PR in-house week. That Google alert.
Right.
So you have to have that Google alert. Immediately a message comes in, you flag it. Yes, PUNAB, your name, your principal's name, that's the vice chancellor. Some of key personalities in the university too. Once their name pops up, it gives you an alert on your phone.
There's a popular perception among people that your university, being a university of agriculture, should be able to provide food for the society. How are you grappling with this perception?
As it is, the university is not originally established to produce food for the nation. Yes, that is not within the university's mandate. The university's mandate is to teach, is to do research, and to do community engagement. So it's not established originally to produce food, but the university has been very magnanimous. He has been doing, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Lushola Babatunde Kehinde, he has a mantra that is revolutionizing agriculture in our university, whereby he is collaborating with external stakeholders. He is collaborating with companies outside of the university that are bringing these agricultural merchandise and agricultural machines and onto the campus to farm and to produce crops and produce and to do agricultural revitalization on campus. So it's been the Vice Chancellor has been doing greatly in that aspect. We have some of them. We have NOLAP farms on our campus. It's a collaborative effort between one of our graduates, Mr. Bankole, and we have Harvestfield, we have Oxano, several of them on campus now that they are doing, turning out food production.
Let's look at your strategies. What are your strategies for internal communication? How do you communicate with internal staff?
Yeah, I told you something about Blitzkrieg initially, but right now for internal communication, we employ a closed group. That's a WhatsApp and WhatsApp and a Telegram. That the WhatsApp is called the WhatsApp PUNAB Bulletin, whereby the Telegram is called the PUNAB Echo. So in that closed group, we have all the university's members on it. So if an internal communication, we put the message there, and the message, if it is meant for external communication, one of my colleagues that has already formed a system in the directorate. They will bring out this, the information and put it on our social media pages, which is the LinkedIn, the X, the TikTok, the Instagram, and Facebook.
All the channels.
All the major channels. Let's call it major channels. And they also put it on our university website. So that's how we've been faring, and we've been doing it, and we've been getting accolades from within and outside of the system.
For external publics.
I just mentioned it too. So the social media will go into the external public.
Let's look at your zoological garden. Recreation is leisure is one of the things that we have. So what are you doing? How can people of Abeokuta be going, make PUNAB attractive to holidaymakers and guests?
On that directorship of that zoological garden, We have the finest of our professors that is handling it. That's Professor Sam Webo. He has been doing excellent in the world. He has been collaborating with even outside partners to even bring about animals into this, to donate animals to the zoo.
Okay.
And then they've been doing wonderfully well. They've created gazebo. He has created even social media pages to introduce innovations about the zoo to the external public. Be that is made, the zoo in the last couple of months, during the December month and December period, it has an increased patronage.
Okay.
And then we are still hoping that there's still room for improvement and expansion of that zoological garden. So he's been doing very fine. The director there has been doing very fine. He has changed the outlook, even the inward, because before the place does not have a museum. Now it has a museum that the animals that are going into extinct or the ones that are dead, they put what do they call this?
Information.
Storage, and the storage, so that people can come there to come and have a look.
Okay, as a professional member of the Ogun State NIPL, what's your impression about the chapter? Are you satisfied?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I'm one of the strong members. I was the former assistant secretary, even the former general secretary.
Okay.
And then the person at the helm now, Ms. Shombori SB, she's been doing wonderfully well. And then I want to even crave the indulgence of our members to continually give her the needed support, because during our time we've already had a lot of improvement, achievement, even beyond our own imaginations, and we thank God for the person that she is. So,
okay, let's look at perception management. As perception managers, generally, what do you think the image of FUNAB is in the society? I'm an inside person, but yes, you should be able to
compare. I will say right now, the university just like a few years back got a very huge award from Times Higher Education, which is the best university of agriculture in Africa and the 7th best in the world. That's enough to tell us that the university is in a good standing, and then the perception of the audience, the outside, the external stakeholders has really increased.
Okay. Public relations builds life. Public relations is about building trust. So what PR tools or PR apps have you been using to build trust in the university?
First and foremost, you have to have integrity even before bringing the apps. But I've told you initially, sir, that the mechanism, the internal mechanisms, the tools that we use to communicate, I've told you, and that is our usual bulletin.
Right.
That is the bulletin that the bulletin has a circulation of 400 newsprint before I came in, and then right now we are turning like over 700 newsprints.
So more people now.
Yeah, bi-monthly, because bi-monthly.
Right.
So, and then we are using the bulletin, that's the physical, the hard copy. We are using the WhatsApp platform. We are using the Telegram, which is the FUNAB Echo.
Okay. What about the result of researches that are done? How are you propagating these? And what latest research can you say from FUNAB that is helping food production or food sufficiency in the country?
We have so many, but I want to say something about our odorless fufu.
Odorless fufu.
Yes, I want to say something about our palm wine.
Okay.
I want to say something about our cashew nuts, our honey.
Okay.
Our honey, because we have a collaboration with WAFET, which has been donating we have been donating so a lot of apicultural machines to the university to upscale our honey production.
Honey production.
So, and then we have was the other one, which is the palm oil that I just mentioned,
Right.
the cashew nuts. So there are a lot of researches we've been carrying out in the university, and we're helping now sustaining even palm oil. And we're helping food production within our own environment, even outside of the environment. Because we have 78 hectares of palm trees, yes, palm trees. Yes, and then there's a collaborative effort now that the Vice Chancellor has instituted with a company which is managing it and is producing palm oil in large scale on campus now.
Okay, we know that the power challenge, power generation, and some months back I was on your campus. What's the update now about the solar panel that you are doing? Because the array of the solar panel was amazing and astounding. How far have you started using solar now?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Presently on campus now, we have an interrupted power supply.
Uninterrupted power supply.
Yes, when I got into OGTV, so I was amazed. How can OGTV as big as this not have electricity? But in our campus, since March 2025, we have had an uninterrupted power supply on major areas on campus.
Uninterrupted?
Uninterrupted.
Through solar?
Yes, because we have a 3 megawatt solar farm, which is 6,200 panels on campus. 6,200 panels on campus. So, and then you are rest assured that once you're getting into the university, between 8 a.m. and 5 a.m. you're going to be having uninterrupted power supply within the academic areas and within the administrative areas.
Okay, so in image management generally, let's start from your experience now. What's your advice to professionals who are watching you now, how to manage image properly?
I want to advise them that they should be consistent and deliberate.
Right. And
messages that they want to turn out to people or to their audience, they must at all times put themselves on the other side.
Okay.
Of those people that are going to be receiving the messages. They have to be deliberate, they have to be consistent. And they have to consistently showcase the infrastructural development of their campus or whatever achievements their chief executives have. They have to consistently show that. And it doesn't have to be monotonous, because once messages become monotonous, people tend to be discouraged about viewing or reading it. So it is when you have an update on an information that you have put out, that is when you should repost it. But if you don't have an update on an initial post, just leave it at that, don't repost it. Because once you start reposting, people get disenchanted or people get discouraged. Even they won't want to come and be reading you. Once you find out that message that you're posting again,
it's not fresh.
It's not fresh.
Okay.
So you have to be very updated all the time.
Okay, so what are you doing to make all workers of FUNAB ambassadors of FUNAB? What is the especially students? Are you inculcating, training them, or are you reaching them?
The university has a student affairs unit and division whereby guidance and counseling units is under it. So usually they have a program that they organize for the students to train, to teach, to admonish them on things that they, even at the entrance, at the entry level, when they are coming in, during their orientation, this student affairs division organizes this event whereby the guidance and counseling unit plays a pivotal role in making the students to make them to be acclimatized to the university environment.
Okay, so what's the FUNAB of your dream as we begin to round off?
Just a few years back, like roughly almost 2 years, we got the 7th best university of agriculture in Africa in the world, and the first in Africa. So my dream in the next couple of years, I'm looking forward to having us being among the first 3 best universities of agriculture in the whole wide world.
So what's the pathway to achieving that dream?
To be consistent and deliberate.
Okay.
And that's what we are doing in the Directorate of Public Relations. We are consistent and we are deliberate about putting that FUNAB on the global map and sustaining it.
Okay, to practitioners who may be watching you, what are your tips that in case you find yourself in a way where you have been asked to manage a tertiary institution, what are your 5 best tips that you give a practitioner, a PR practitioner, if you find yourself in a situation where you have to manage the image of a tertiary institution?
I'm managing well.
Yes, so give your practitioners who are watching this program now.
Number one,
yes,
I want them to be deliberate.
Right.
I want them to continually sustain.
Right.
And I don't want them to be consistent. I want them to have integrity, and I want them to be focused.
Okay. There you have it. We've been discussing image management in tertiary institutions, and our guest has been Olasukanmi Olajide, the acting head of public relations at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
Oh, thank you so much, sir, for even inviting me, and thank you too to our viewers and listeners at home. Thank you. FUNAB is the best and will continually be the best. Thank you.
There you have it. That is your image for this week. Until next week, when we come your way again with a fresh edition of the program. On behalf of Aki Okudero, Buki Akenide, Martin Adeoye, and the rest of the team, I am Dari Folari, yours sincerely saying bye for now.